said after only one shot, it would clear right up. And that was the best part about going to that free clinic in New Jersey. They didn't ask questions. They didn't take any snapshots. There was no embarrassing, you know, poking. Oh, wait, hi.
You know this is live, right?
Hi, Internet.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pete's Basement, where Roger shot dish soap in his eyes that time. Anyway, we're here to talk about comics as usual. We're going to see what everybody's reading today. See, everybody seems to be a fan of this Umbrella Academy, and
it's all his fault.
You know what?
Wait. Ramon?
You look like you tracked something in again.
Who's that?
Oh, well, as I explain later on in my segment, I'm under a nationwide manhunt by Upper Deck, so I hired my own ninja. Yes.
Is he going to be there the whole time?
Probably.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, so tell me about this Umbrella Academy while Ramon still has breath in his lungs.
Well, he started it off last time.
All right.
He mentioned it. I picked up the whole damn 5 sets that are out, and I was impressed. My hat's off to you, my friend.
Well, I'll tell you something. Umbrella Academy came out of left field. It's written by this guy, Gerard Way, and drawn by Gabriel Bond. Gerard Way, I think, is in the band My Chemical Romance. Don't quote me on that. I don't really give a fuck about his music. But the best way I can describe this book is, what if Wes Anderson and Grant Morrison had a baby and they made comic books? This stuff reads like the Royal Tenenbaums meets X-Men. It's fantastic. The artwork, it looks a little bit like Mike Mignola's stuff. The characters are great. There's everything from, you know, the proper rebellious violent character to talking chimps to killer death midgets to fucking exploding monkey heads. It's a great story. I highly recommend it, but you really do have to start from the first issue. They're at issue 5 now. It's out of a 6-issue run.
Yeah.
But if you can find the back issues before they come out with the collection, which there's no announcement when that's going to happen, I got to tell you, this one really hit another fucking
standards
ballpark.
tell you it'll probably be out in a month or two.
Yeah,
No.
It's like, you know, movies and DVDs at this point. The second the series wraps, they already have, you know,
trade's ready to go.
Trade's ready to go, hardcover, 3 variant covers, and a fucking cartridge in a pair of trade. But either way, Dark Horse really picked a winner with this one. Umbrella Academy has 1 more issue to go. I can't recommend it enough. Go pick it up.
Like Ramon was saying, it's something that should be lasting longer than 6 issues.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I could easily see it as a 12-issue miniseries instead of like a 6-issue one.
You know what? But I'm going to tell you something. And this is a spoiler alert. They already whacked one of the main characters by issue 5 and blow his head clean the fuck off. I don't know how long they intended this to run. I'd actually like to see the back adventures before this. There's a character in the story, the horror that keeps getting mentioned. He apparently died, you know, some really great, fabulous, fucked up death. I would love to see sort of the back stories of this. Spaceman, or what's his name? Space Boy he's got his head mounted on a giant gorilla body with a jetpack.
Diapers.
You got to see it. It's great
pretty outlandish shit.
It's great. He gorilla body flying around with a jetpack and a ray gun. The artwork is great. Even you got to admit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty brooding panel right
well,
there. The kid just standing over the fucking dead monkey.
Like I said, this really covers the full gamut of
monkey.
weird.
I mean,
it's not often you get to use that sentence. It really isn't.
Right. Unless you're referring to George Bush. What are you going to do?
I want to have a quick look at this while we mention another favorite of mine this week. Starting with DC, New Justice League of America. I've been recommending this to my friends for a long time now. A lot of my friends told me the series got slow right around like issue 6 or 7.
I thought it started off slow. I thought it got slow right issue 1.
Choosing the group and everything else.
I thought Brad Meltzer was like the worst choice for writer. I mean, the artwork was fine. Ed Benes doesn't hurt anything, but I
like Ed Benes a lot.
I thought it hit the ground on a fucking crawling note. You know what I mean? It was really fucking just slow. I thought the choice of teammates was.
I was not happy with the choice of teammates right off the bat. I tell you, some of them have grown on me over the course of time, though.
Yeah,
you
know,
Vixen a lot. They've given her a lot of spotlight. Geo-Force has to go. Please, somebody give his ass the fucking boot.
I'm glad they added Firestorm.
You know, I understand DC. You know, but I'm not. You know, I understand what DC's doing about trying to bring up all these other properties and superheroes and make them like A-list.
Right.
Some of these guys are corny, man. I mean, they took Green Arrow's sidekick and tried to morph him into this,
Red Arrow from
Red Arrow,
Come, right?
Well, and that kind of bugs me a little bit.
He's not bugging me nearly as much, but you are right. DC does have a lot of, less than core characters that we're going to actually talk about later when we answer Jesse's follow-up letter. But DC has been trying to do that a lot lately with trying to bring their characters up. Some they have succeeded, and others they.
Well, I would,
haven't.
staying on point. This issue wasn't that bad. Dwayne McDuffie, whose stuff I generally love, he was one of the masterminds behind the really good cartoon series.
Right.
I was amped that he was writing this stuff. He writes a backup story in it, but he doesn't write the main story. And the main story, without giving away any spoilers, doesn't suck.
No,
it's just it's just. And it ends on an interesting cliffhanger. And it feels actually like an episode from the cartoon show.
Not for nothing, they've been setting up this whole villains disappearing thing for a couple
and they
of
have,
issues now.
and DC's got, and again, this is another thing DC's doing where they got like limited series to back this shit up, so you never get the full story.
Salvation
Just
Run.
a single, Salvation Run, which I haven't even
I
bothered
haven't
to
even
pick
heard
up.
of that. What the hell is
I
that?
didn't bother.
It's a miniseries that follows like where all the villains have disappeared to. It's, it's like one part Lord of the Flies, one part Villains Unlimited, and it's altogether fucking lame. But that's it's not.
Are they in the negative zone prison by any chance?
No, I'm not giving away. I'm not giving. That was dreadful, but I'm not giving anything away. I will say that segues directly into this week's issue of Countdown to Final Crisis, which we.
Why do we keep talking about it?
Because it's a running gag, and it's got the worst fucking like fake tough guy line in the history of comic books.
Yes.
Which would that be?
I'm Donna Troy, bitch. That's the line. I really wish I was ad-libbing. I wish I could make that up.
It's not ad-libbing.
I'm Donna Troy, like who?
And she's punching out Wonder Woman.
And, or a variant of Wonder Woman. Because
One of the many.
And the head writer's Paul Dini with Tony Bedard.
What happened to Paul Dini?
I think he had a fucking lobotomy because that's how it reads.
Not for nothing. That was. Okay, that line was funny when it was an internet fucking thing on YouTube with the Juggernaut when some asshole fan dubbed the shit over the cartoon.
I don't think this one is even funny enough to merit
never
that.
should have made it into the X-Men movie, and it has no business being here.
Yeah, and it blew. The one bright spot this week I thought from DC was Robin, which was actually half decent. I haven't picked up an issue of Robin.
Tell me about it, because I don't really read the secondary
the
bat titles.
I thought it wasn't bad, man. Chris Batista's artwork is, pretty good, serviceable. It reads kind of like a TV show. It reads like an episode of Smallville or something.
I agree. Because Robin actually has more of a life than Nightwing does, which is kind of scary. He has a girlfriend, she's black, hey. And, he has secrets he keeps, obviously, from his friends. And... it's interesting because he's really trying.
And Chuck Dixon
he's so
kills it.
Heir apparent,
Well, he is, and Chuck Dixon I think he started the title. He's stayed with the character. He's really got a good handle on it. And he writes, he writes high school dorks pretty well. You know what I mean? Yeah. It comes across.
That's why I like Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like the high school angst. So I have to try to pick this up.
I agree. I think it's a good comparison.
Would you consider this an issue a good jumping off?
Yes.
Because like I said, I haven't read it at all.
Absolutely.
170, perfect jumping.
It's right after the it takes place just after the crossover that they just did bring back Ra's al Ghul. And so it picks up, you can hit the ground running, Robin is still in high school where he'll be 20 years from now because they never let him grow up.
He'll have stumble in a beard.
He'll have stumble in a beard, he'll be sitting there scratching himself pot belly, putting on his spandex. Another night of patrol! God, if I don't pass calculus.
I had to do my math homework.
But either way, it's a good jump on point, man. If I had to grade this, I'd give it like a B. You know what I mean? Or a B minus. It doesn't suck at all, man. It does not suck at all.
Very cool.
B for beneficial.
Speaking of stuff that surprised us, because I know I've been really surprised with this title lately, has been the turnaround on the Incredible Hulk, which became the Incredible Hercules 1 issue ago. They're currently up to 113. I didn't think I was going to like this. I just kind of picked it up because, I just finished World War Hulk, so I was like, all right, let's see where the fuck they're going with it. And it really surprised me. Honestly, it was really good. It's lighthearted, it's cool, and they're giving a lot of backstory, a lot of old Greek myth stuff on Hercules, which is really interesting. I know a lot about this stuff already because I'm kind of a Greek myth dork when it comes to that shit.
I would not have guessed that. Ever. That's very surprising.
I do. I've been into Greek myths ever since I saw Clash of the Titans. And
there's a very bad place I can go with this entire discussion about it. We're going to stay right on point with the comic books.
Tell us about this one, Ramon, since you got it in front of you.
I think they spelled Hulk wrong.
Well, I mean, you said